Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Pisces at their best are sensitive, gracious, and aware. Pisces at their worst are haughty, controlling, and cruel. Pisces horoscope: don't believe your own hype.
Editor's note. Hello, humans. It is probably an oversight that I didn't mention this beforehand, but the next person who's about to write her piece is actually, the empress of our entire species. So, sort of make sure to be reverent and respectful. She can kinda be a lot, praise be her sacred word. Anyway, here you go.
Greetings and peace among worlds. My name is Feferi Benevolence Pisces, second acclaim to the Pink Throne, holder of the Sacred Duty, former caretaker of the Vast Club, and empress to all troll kind, a mantle I have taken only recently on a technicality. I understand that Karkat has undertaken a gesture of ambassadorship between our sessions, something that warms my heart incredibly. That a former agent of my predecessor would take so well to my new decrees is most excellent. Allow me to explain, as this will become pertinent soon. When one claims to be empress, one must very well back up that claim, should she not? Long ago, on my home planet of Alternia, under the watchful eyes of Rosea and Viridis, our twin moons of pink and green, the goddess Fuck descended from the heavens and mandated the rule of my predecessor, Mina Condescension Pisces, first claim to the Pink Throne, holder of the Sacred Duty, and empress to all troll kind, unite the 7 clutches under one banner and take to the stars. Over nearly 1,000 sweeps, her imperious condescension slaughtered every dissident and united our world under one mega clutch, overseen by Her Holiness the Mother Grub. We were one planet at last, dominating the planets of faraway stars to better master the troll race. Her work finished, my predecessor made a decree. Whoever so should best me in combat, be their blood pink. They will take my place on the high throne. Her work finished, my predecessor made a decree. Whoever so should best me in combat, be their blood pink. They will take my place on the high throne. And since that day, every pink-blooded troll vied to take her life. Sadly, I was never able to challenge her imperious condescension to combat, as, before I could on my 7th wriggling day, she vanished. A day later, the world itself ended. So, here I stand, the last troll of fuchsia blood, empress to all trolls. And hopefully, someday, your empress too. I will now be opening a memo to answer any and all questions you may have. Hello, humans! It's so amazing to meet you.
Sup?
Hello.
Hi.
Do I have to be here?
Of course, Car Crab. You're the ambassador. You have to be here.
Okay. Can you not call me Car Crab? I've had enough animal nicknames.
As I was saying, I understand our cultures are very, very different, humans. Car Crab and I will work hard to clarify anything you like.
Yeah, I've got a question about, everything. All of it.
Let's try to be more specific. I think I get the gist. Your planet had a monarchy, imposed recently by a 1,000-year-old empress?
What's a year?
Sorry, 1,000 sweep old. And you were next in line. But before you could claim the throne, she vanished. Seems straightforward.
You're all so remarkably smart. You'll serve my empire perfectly.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the part I was wondering about. The part where we're in your empire.
Dave, now's not the time.
No. Let them ask, Karkat. No matter how idiotic the question is. The troll race, and more specifically, homeworld Alternians. Our reason to be is to dominate. We dominated billions of planets in our millennia rule, and once we enter your universe, we'll dominate you too.
Pfeffery, it might not be a great idea to tell people we're going to conquer them.
Ambassador, on official business, you are to call me Your Highness.
Sorry.
Whoa, hold on. Karkat, this is a bit, this is getting weird.
I understand you may value independence, but this is the way things have to be. Karkat, say Your Highness.
Karkat, don't say Your Highness. That's fucked up as hell.
No, it's okay. I messed up. It's my responsibility to apologize. I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Wow.
There. Was that so difficult?
No, Your Highness.
Wow times 2.
I'm inclined to agree with Dave. You're making us uncomfortable, Pfeffery.
I'm making you uncomfortable? I'm trying to share my culture and wisdom with you backwards Boondock Planet simpletons, and for my trouble, I'm being told that you're uncomfortable.
Guys, let's try to have a more constructive discourse here. I think it's best if we just, let Her Highness continue. June, you've been quiet this whole time. Do you have any questions for your new Empress?
Nope.
See? Finally someone who isn't rude to authority.
Oh, no, I'm not into that stuff.
What?
We humans kind of have a thing against being subjugated, like, historically. So, good luck. I think it's cute how you're playing Empress, though.
Cute!
Oh, fuck. Okay. June, take that back. Pfeffery?
For the last time, Ambassador, it is Your Highness! Do you think I want this? Do you think I want to be the stupid Empress? I never wanted to be Empress. I wanted to be a cuttlefish farmer. But sometimes we have a duty to our planet that supersedes some backwater bumpkin alien so-called feelings.
Pfeffery?
What?
If you don't want to be the Empress, why don't you just not?
Because the planet, the race.
Doesn't the race have like 12 people in it? And isn't the planet dead? Sorry to be mean, but that stuff's true, right?
Well, that's... Huh.
You can just be whatever you want to be.
Oh, fuck. Pfeffery, she didn't mean it.
Karkat, it's okay. She's right. I'm not going to be the Empress anymore.
What?
I'm going to go kiss Solix!
Good for you, Pfeffery. I don't know who Solix is, but hopefully he's a good kisser.
What?
Thanks, June. We should talk more. You humans seem really smart.
What?
I think we averted an interspecies crisis there.
Yeah, I was getting ready to throw down. And, Karkat, keep these things coming. Reading about you freaks has been pretty fun.
What?
Hi. Karkat here. I don't really know what the hell to make of any of that, really, and Pfeffery made good on her promise to make out with Solix, so I guess I'm having to do cleanup here. I was hoping Pfeffery could explain this because she's the expert on weird eldritch bullshit, but I guess I have to do everything my own damn self. There's no easy way to explain this. Pfeffery's mom is a monster. I'm not talking about a regular monster like how my dad is a crab or Vriska's mom is a giant spider. I'm talking about a monster on the cosmic scale. Something called a horror terror.
Editor's note. I am intimately familiar with the horror terrors.
Okay, slow your roll, Rose. Sheesh, we get it. You're into weird shit. I guess that makes things easier to explain. Pfeffery's mother is a being known as Glubgalib. a being whose voice is so shrill it is said to harbinge the end of the universe. How it came trapped in our reality is still unknown, but it is the linchpin of the Alternian Royal Galactic Navy. See, there are two reasons why we Alternians can easily conquer our universe. One, our martial prowess and superior skill. Two, our access to a doomsday weapon in the form of Glubgalib. For if anyone ever defies us, our mysterious patron can use her abilities to just sort of selectively wipe out an entire solar system or two.
Editor's note, and for context, Gibgalib is one of the lesser terrors.
Yeah, and if you've been following along, you're aware that each one of us prototyped our Lusai into our sprites. That includes Pfeffery. She didn't want to leave Mom behind, even though Mom in this case is a biological doomsday weapon. As I understand it, Pfeffery's mother was kept placid by one thing and one thing only: food. Her voice was kept to a selective whisper by the efforts of Pfeffery and Eridan, who slayed massive beasts of the sea, and sometimes the Lusai of our peers, to provide an endless stream of chum for the infernal spawn of the Void. It is said when Glubgalib is starved, her voice becomes unfettered, and like a great tidal wave, her voice spreads throughout the known universe, obliterating all sentient life. This is called the Vast Glub, a deep roar that all dread, sparing only the lives of her imperious condescension and the living heiress. According to Pfeffery, shortly before she entered the game, this glub was spoken, and those who had not entered with us into a separate universe were killed, including the speaker of the Vast Glub herself. This should not come as a shock to you, as by now you know the universe the players come from is destined for doom. Apparently Pfeffery stopped getting help feeding Glubgalib from Eridan because she couldn't go on a date with him. Even though that choice probably cost the lives of all sentient creatures imaginable, I kind of don't blame her. You haven't talked to Eridan yet, but I think you'll see what I mean. Some greaseball behavior transcends social bounds. I'll never forget the moment she prototyped that thing. It must have been like when Jade's infernal wolf beast leapt into the kernel. It's still so crazy to me that he did that, and he didn't do it for any reason at all. That Jade's Lussus just went ahead and prototyped itself, totally autonomously, for no reason. Once Pfeffery crossed the gate with Eldritch Mom, all hell broke the fuck loose. Screams echoed throughout our medium, howls of torment from minds who could suddenly comprehend the terror of the very fabric of reality. The thin membrane of sanity shattered. Luckily for us, she was one of the last into the game, so most of us were on Skya already, and the Black Queen was gone. But this left us with a massive obstacle: the Black King, with all the powers of Alternia's greatest weapon.
Editor's note. Oh, God. It means that your enemies and final boss have the powers of a horror terror.
Yeah. The fact became readily apparent to us when Pfeffery passed her gate and activated her sprites. It meant we had a limited time to kick the game's ass. We also noticed something else. The blue team and the red team were both experiencing the effects of Pfeffery's sprite. That meant that we had to start working together to beat it. We realized we weren't on separate teams at all.
Editor's notes. Hey, Carcat, I've got kind of a long comment. Can I slip it in here?
Sure.
Editor's note. So this document is supposed to help us win our game, right?
Yes. That wasn't a comment, it was a question.
Editor's note. Okay, well, no offense, but I kind of don't understand how reading about your young adult drama is supposed to help us win in a sort of functional sense. Like, it just seems like a bunch of documents containing really, really shameful, horrible mistakes.
I will address your comment in 3 bullet points. 1. Fuck you. 2. Against all odds, and in spite of your incredible cultural insensitivity and rudeness, you're not wrong. 3. Fuck you.
Editor's note. Like, there are snippets of game facts. Gamzee gave us that good, cool fact about the aspect bed, and Tavros explained the stages, but mostly it's just been about romance and breeding and really cringeworthy conversations.
Yeah, well, I guess the point of this document has morphed from game knowledge to cultural outreach. As for embarrassing stories, I couldn't agree more. These fools wouldn't know brevity if it reached through the screen and throttled them. Do you want some brutal self-honesty? I think we're basically dog shit at this game. We completed it quickly, but the more I think about it, the more I think it was just a bunch of lucky coincidences. A lot of it we just did whatever Doc told us to do. This whole document was my cocky attempt to cover this fact up, but in the process, we've admitted things so much more heinously embarrassing that I basically don't care about that admission. Even so, through embarrassment and bullshit, I think this document is still important as an item of cultural exchange. Something else I've realized in my time in explaining things to you all is just how much Alternian society kind of sucks ass. At the beginning of this document, I explained how I wanted to be a Thresh Secutioner for her imperious condescension. I used to think it was the only worthwhile venture on my planet, killing aliens for my Empress. Well, to tell you the truth, the Empress has been missing since before I even hatched, and the Thresh Secutioners have a 100% mortality rate. These are the facts that I chose to ignore for the sake of my own sanity, but that need for loyalty is gone. The Empress is missing, her heiress wants to make out with her dumb polycule, and the Thresh Secutioners and every planet in my universe they ever conquered is inaccessible or dead. If this sounds like nihilism, it is. Nothing matters. I understand that now. There's no greater purpose to anything, and if it is, it can just go up in smoke like a burnt napkin. Still, from the slavering jaws of despair, I, Karkat Vantis, pull a nugget of wisdom out for you. Nothing matters doesn't matter. If we chase nihilism down to its only logical conclusion, this is the outcome. The fact that nothing matters doesn't matter, and nihilism inherently collapses in on itself in a puff of logic. It's the ultimate paradox, a recursive meaninglessness loop. If nothing doesn't matter, then it stands to reason that mattering once more has meaning in and of itself. What I'm trying to say, humans, is that I want us to matter to each other. We know your plight, now you know ours. So, let's work together for a brighter future for both of our races. Because if we don't, we'll probably all just fucking die. Homestuck Alternate Universe is written, produced, and narrated by Thunk McLovin. Also featuring Janaya as Kanaya, AE as Terezi, Bucky as Karkat, Pakin as Tavros, Shrimp as Nepeta, Technically Dead as Salix, Harper as Vriska, Eclippi as Gamzee and Equius, and West as Theferi. Illustrations are by Sunny Dionysus and Gastro. Please support Homestuck Alternate Universe on patreon.com/funkmclovin for early access, behind the scenes, and bonus features, but mostly to simply support the efforts of independent creators. Homestuck was written by and is the creation of Andrew Hussey. Thank you for listening.